Hello BookTube and welcome to my bookcases. Now I'm going to do a bit of a book haul today. What I've bought in the last month and a few older things that have been lying on my shelves. But first of all I'm going to update you with what I'm reading at the moment. I've just finished for Non-Fiction November Shakespeare's Restless World, a portrait of an era in 20 objects. I think they did an exhibition at the British Library a few years ago, which we went to see. Absolutely brilliant. Lovely little book full of lovely little illustrations, pictures. Lovely little book. I'll do a wrap up at the end of the month. And I'm about to start The Return of the King, the final of the Lord of the Rings. Started this series beginning of the year and I'm going to finish it before the end of the year. So, bit of a book. What have I bought recently? First one, a little bit of a guilty pleasure of mine. Lee Child, Jack Reacher novel. This is Night School. I know they're not brilliant, but sometimes it's good to just turn your mind off. Curl up with a book and let it take you where it takes you. Next book on my list is a thriller, Beneath the Surface by Joe Spain. Ryan Finnegan, a high-ranking government official, is brutally slain at Leinster House, the seat of the Irish Parliament. Detective Inspector Tom Reynolds and his team are called in to uncover the truth behind the murder. As the suspects start to rack up, Tom must untangle a web of corruption, sordid secrets and sinister lies. Sounds good. I'm going to have a bit of a rant though. Stickers on books. The tagline to this book is "Fear what you Stop putting stickers on books." The next book on my list is The Other Mrs. Walker by Mary Paulson Ellis. The tagline for this is "A detective story with no detective." An old lady dies alone and unheeded in a cold Edinburgh flat on a snowy Christmas night. A faded emerald dress hangs in her wardrobe, a spilt glass of whiskey pools on the floor. A few days later, a middle-aged woman arrives back in the city she thought she'd left behind. Her future uncertain, her past in tatters. Sounds intriguing, sounds atmospheric. Said at Christmas, so it could be my Christmas book. Going back to the stickers, can you see? Shh. That's where I peeled off a sticker. It leaves a mark. Stop putting stickers on books. Next one I found this one in the charity shop. It's called The Janus Stone, or Janus Stone, by Ellie Griffiths. A Dr. Ruth Galloway mystery. Not read any of these. Intrigued to start a new series. Forensic archaeologist Dr. Ruth Galloway is called in to advise when builders demolishing a Victorian house in Norwich uncovered a skeleton of a child, minus the skull. Is it some ritual sacrifice or just plain murder? Next one is a bit of a mystery to me. I found this on my shelf. It's called Intruders by Michael Marshall. Now a major BBC series. John Sim. I don't know who the others are. I've no idea why I bought this. I haven't seen the TV programme. I haven't read the book. I don't know anything about it. Yeah, I don't know where it's come from. When ex-LAPD patrol cop Jack Warland's wife goes missing on a routine business trip in Seattle, his world is shaken. Meanwhile, a 10-year-old girl vanishes from a beach in Oregon after an encounter with a sinister stranger. Searching for answers in the shadowy secrets of a past that still haunts him, Jack discovers that the truth has roots deeper and darker than he ever feared. Sounds good. I've no idea why I bought it. I'm going to give that a go. Next one is an old book. An author that's sadly gone out of print and out of fashion. You can't buy him. I've never seen him in any bookshops apart from charity shops. And that is John Dixon Carr. This is The Case of the Constant Suicides. This cost 3 and 6 when it was first published by Penguin. Yeah, I found this in charity shop. Lovely old yellowy pages. Wow, I love it. Next book that's been doing the round on BookTube and I'm excited to read is Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. A sci-fi thriller, dystopian thriller. Like I say, I saw this reviewed on BookTube, saw it in the shop. Thought I had to buy it. Are you happy in your life? Those are the last words Jason Desson hears before the masked abductor knocks him unconscious, before he awakes to find himself strapped to a gurney surrounded by strangers in hazmat suits. Sounds a bit, was it Total Recall, or, yeah, a bit dystopian sci-fi thriller. Yeah, looking forward to reading that one. Another book, again, just saw reviewed on BookTube, is The Ashes of London by Andrew Taylor. The #1 Sunday Times bestseller. Sounds good. 1666. As the city burns, the hunt for a killer begins. Stop putting stickers on books. I think this is... Someone's described this as like the Shard Lake novels by C.J. Sampson. Sort of detective story set in Tudor England, or just after. This is 1666, Great Fire of London. As the Great Fire consumes everything in its path, the body of a man is found in the ruins of St. Paul's Cathedral, stabbed in the neck, thumbs tied behind his back. Sounds wonderful. A favourite on BookTube. I've seen many reviews for this. The First 15 Lives of Harry August by Claire North. Excited to read this one. This sounds absolutely brilliant. No matter what he does or the decision he makes, every time Harry dies, he always returns to where he began. A child with all the knowledge of a life lived a dozen times before. Nothing ever changes until now. Don't know if you can see that. Big circle there. That's where I had to peel off a sticker when it's left unmarked. Stop putting stickers on books. So that's what's on my shelves. Comment down below if you've read any of these or anything else by those authors, or any recommendations based on those novels. And we'll see you again in the next video. Keep watching to the end. Thank you very much. How do I know you are in love? Married by these special marks. First, you have learned, like Sir Proteus, to reave your arms like a malcontent, to relish a love song like a robin redbreast, to walk alone like one that had the pestilence, to sigh like a schoolboy that had lost his ABC, to weep like a young wench that had buried her grandam, to fast like one that takes diet, to watch like one that fears robbing, to speak puling like a beggar at Hallowmas. You were wont, when you laughed, to crow like a cock, when you walked, to walk like one of the lions. When you fasted, it was presently after dinner. When you looked sadly, it was for want of money. And now you are metamorphosed with a mistress, that when I look on you, I can hardly think you my master.